Welcome to a double installment of the Bronze Badasses Sherlock vs. Oltum edition.
Oh, it's not just us. We have Mzula and Winterxgames joining us again. This was a 2v2 match, me and Winterxgames versus Oltum and Mzula.
Sadly, I believe my ego gets in the way of this game, as it's a single unit 2v2, and I chose Banelings.
Banelings were an interesting choice. I don't think they're bad just since you can get them out so early.
Well, knowing that one of the Protoss went Voidrays, it probably wasn't the best.
Nah. But they do a very efficient job of taking care of my ghost that I chose.
Yes, that's true.
But thankfully, yes, my partner did choose to go with Voidrays, which seemed to work out pretty well.
I, being a little bored, decided to constantly cheese this. It took me 4 or 5 attempts, but I wanted to get an evolutionary chamber in your base. I should have gone with the spine crawler, though.
I'm pretty happy with how I managed to end up taking care of this, since it didn't cost me too much to deal with.
I don't think it cost you anything. I don't think you lost any units.
No, I did not lose any units, but I did lose some mining time.
You did, but only off 2.
Yeah. Which I am quite okay with.
Alright, so as we go, my partner is in charge of making Stalkers. It was their unit of choice. I am, of course, doing Banelings only. We have Sherlock here doing a Ghost-only builds. And then we have Winterxgames doing a Voidray-only build.
Oh, there I just took care of it, and then I made sure to recall my SCV so you didn't have anything to attack.
Yeah, so sadly, let's rewind that real quick. Nothing was lost there.
Yeah. Whoops. So yeah, it's wounded. I sent the SCV that had been building my bunker to attack it till I was about ready to die, and then I called it off.
Yep, there it goes. And my little broodlings cannot decide who they're going to attack. They knew they weren't going to take down that supply depot.
Nope. Winterxgames didn't realize he had control here. I had given him control really early.
And also, there's a little gap right here.
No, you can't get through that gap.
Oh, you can't?
Yeah. I know, it looks like you should be able to get through it, doesn't it?
It does!
But nope, it's covered.
I'm amazed that you can't. He probably doesn't realize with control that you actually have the ability to lower walls.
Yeah. I mentioned that, so...
So they learned something.
Yeah, it's all good. He might not have realized... I don't think I mentioned that I had given him control, but I had been thinking ahead to that when I started building the wall.
It looks like this gas is missing a probe, does it not? This one has 3.
Yeah.
But this one only has 2. That might be part of the Stalker problem we have coming up.
Yeah, you got plenty of Stalkers.
I've got to disagree.
But yeah, there I go out with the 2 ghosts on the side, trying to see if I can find an expansion.
Which you will not, because we expanded the normal spots.
Yeah, I could hope.
Let's try to get some Banelings formed.
My partner expanded to the side.
Agreed.
And I, of course, refuse to expand, because 1 base is all you need.
Until you get gold.
Yeah.
If you're going to expand, go big or go home, mother.
That's pretty much my plan.
Mother swear word.
This excursion was a little preemptive because I hadn't built nukes yet, so that was a bit of a shame because the nuke...
You still get multiple probes, though.
Yeah. No, well worth my 2 ghosts. I'm not too upset with that.
Yeah, I believe you got multiple probe kills.
Yeah. For what I sent in there, where's the units lost?
Units lost.
Yeah, I'm still doing alright. How many units? Where are you checking?
I don't know anymore.
And
ignore me.
Yep. Production. Just tossing out ghosts, the nukes. I accidentally built a Reaper there. Not sure how that happened, but I do.
Look at him go!
Keep watch. I'm pretty sure I take care of him right now.
He keeps the honor up.
Yep.
You keep the honor going. And you take it out eventually. There we go. He served his country. Well, he didn't actually serve his country at all.
No, but I'd like to point out that although I did make a mistake there, it was purely accidental, and I took care of it as soon as I noticed.
I know.
An honorable player, unlike some people in this game that we'll see later.
Exactly. He wants to build more probes, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
At one point, I actually told him to build more cannons. You know what he told me?
He can't afford it?
I'm getting to it, not now. And I'm like, what do you mean, not now? I believe there's a nuclear strike coming somewhere. Where's your first nuke?
I don't know. Was it in my base?
Well, there's my Banelings coming in, destroying things.
Because I know I have no problem launching nukes on my own stuff.
I've noticed.
Yeah, I think that might be why I'm missing so many pro.
No,
I ran them away. That's right.
You ran them away to avoid my banelings.
Which good call there. I think. A
Sorry.
little bit of trouble here, though. Whoops. Should have been paying more attention because that would have been a great spot to drop a nuke. And a little bit of havoc, but I'm not terribly concerned.
Is this what loses me? That the fact that the Stalkers were pulled away from this nuke?
I believe so.
This might have changed the no.
They were pulled away a bit, but I think there's still some of them in the rest radius.
Well, he has 0/0/0 upgrades versus a 1/1.
I don't think I did much more than take down shields with that, but it still helped.
And the Forge is sitting here. It's not upgrading at all. No upgrades.
You don't need upgrades in this game.
Well, if you want to fight Voidrays, these Voidrays have +1 plating and +1 attack.
Yeah, Winterxgames was definitely a champ in this one. Yeah.
If only makes his way across the map, he will deal massive damage, I believe, because Banelings cannot attack air. I didn't know if you knew this or not. He looks like he stuck a ghost in as well.
Yeah, might as well. Shields aren't going to hold out long, but whatever. Get a couple kills while I'm in there.
I must say, it was a lot of fun to mass that many Banelings and try to run them around, though.
Yeah.
I kept running out of targets, and it just didn't seem to matter. The fact that I didn't know this gold base existed was a huge problem.
No, you could have easily taken that out.
That'd be like that Mutilus game that we played where you actually found my gold base and then chose to ignore it.
That hurt there, losing those ghosts.
How many ghosts did you lose?
4 ghosts there?
Woo!
Yeah. I was trying to spam the button to cloak them, but I think I grabbed his Voidray in the group or something like that.
Ah, so it didn't have priority.
Yeah, and I couldn't switch over until they were already dying.
Shut down those Stargates. It looks like I'm trying to go for a pylon block, which is not going to be an issue because he's already rebuilding. Very good for Winterxgames. He has come a long way since last we spoke to him.
Still leaving those Voidrays.
His multitasking leaves something for desired, but you know what?
I have no room to criticize.
For somebody still in bronze, I think he's doing exceptional.
Yeah. It's definitely a issue that I have to work on as well, so.
And there they go. Lost one.
Yeah, those Voidrays have already paid for their worth.
Exactly. How many kills does that one have? 18 kills. That is a master Voidray.
Yep, and it's gonna do some damage then. I think he was a little too worried about those Banelings.
He was, but sadly they sent it through.
Admittedly, they do a decent bit of damage.
Well,
yeah, how did they get through there? I thought that wall was good.
You didn't know about this little hole here? I don't know if the hole's meant to be here.
I did not know about that.
Yeah, it's a hole I learned about a long time ago.
I'm guessing he didn't know about it either.
No. And watch this. Look how just barely this Nexus survives.
Yeah.
80 health!
82. Wow.
Oh, that was killer right there.
Yeah. That was great. I'm very glad that survived.
I am not very glad that it survived, because that could have potentially changed the outskirts of this battle.
It definitely would have made it a bit closer.
Oop, it got skipped ahead, didn't it? I mean, where do we leave off here?
Probably somewhere around there. Yeah, just clear that out.
We're a little bit back more. Yeah, I feel like I'm pulling a husky. The last video I watched of husky kept. There we go. Yeah, ghosts are murdered by my banelings.
Yeah. I was hurting at this point, but I saw he was doing all right, so I figured I'd hold on for a while.
Hey, and actually it worked out well for you, didn't it not?
Yeah.
You ended up winning this game, so.
Yeah, but if we go to my total units, I think I was at 18 supply.
Woo, yeah, you don't have much, do you?
Yeah, that's why I was considering the GG. I had to completely rebuild my base after my expansion.
I think if we would have focused a little bit more, we could have won this game.
Yeah. It was a good match, close. Well, I don't know about good quality, but it was good close.
Yeah, that's true.
Banelings rolling in for some trouble again.
If I got a faster third, I believe this is when I finally take down this Nexus.
I'm guessing he didn't bother to check how they got in the last time.
Nope. Boom. Gone. Take down 2 photon cannons for the trouble. It's just Mzula has a really hard time. He right now he has this much money, and he's just not producing units. Just none.
That's a bit of an issue, especially when you can only produce 1 unit.
Yep. There they are, finally. He could have had 8 Stalkers by that point. 8 Stalkers could have handled this, I felt. At least could have killed enough of them.
To hold off until more could be summoned.
Well, you know, using the photons and possibly got an expansion going.
Nice job of Winterxgames targeting the pylons there.
Mm-hmm.
And that pretty much took care of your partner right with that little bit.
Yeah, with Banelings, I mean, I cannot fight the Voidrays. And I said, I didn't know this base existed until the very end.
Yep. Started getting it going a little bit. More later.
Let's warp ahead a little bit, because there's not much going on other than just simple base destruction. He comes over, does manage to take out my lair.
Woo! Nuclear launch detected!
Where's that ghost at?
Too bad there's not many probes there, but...
Oh, there he was. Well, there was enough, that's for sure.
I got a couple good nukes in this game, I'm happy.
Agreed. That's all I have. How many drones do I have left in my name? I have 20 drones left in my name. That's not nearly enough.
Yeah. So although I'm hurting, and my partner is definitely hurting on 6.
I mean, somehow you guys pull it off. That many Voidrays with no one to fight them. Banelings cannot fight Voidrays.
Yeah. That's gonna do it. Good call, I think, taking care of the Protoss so that you have no chance of actually doing anything with them.
I heard another nuke launch. Where is it? I guess I'm just imagining nukes at this point.
No, we definitely heard it. Was that in my base?
Knowing you, probably.
Yeah, I think that's why I was missing part of the front wall there.
Voidrays come back to defend.
If I have a chance of killing like 3 or 4 Banelings and taking out all my probes, it's worth a nuke.
As far as you're concerned, it is. That is why you're considered one of the worst players. Did you know you actually won an award for that?
I'm top of Wood League now.
We finally made it into bronze. You're starting to practice your 1v1s.
Yeah.
You'll get
a couple
there.
games.
You'll get there.
I actually beat a silver earlier this week by myself.
Oh, very good. Very good.
I was pretty happy with it.
Oh, I beat a top 8 diamond.
Meh, everyone does that.
That was my achievement this week, folks. I've reached the Platinum League in 1v1s, and I actually fought a top 8 diamond and was able to beat them.
Very impressive. 3 kills!
3 kills! Ah!
And then that nuke, I was pretty happy with.
That nuke taking down the spore crawlers.
Yeah, what did it take, like 6 spore crawlers with that one nuke? 4. Wounded a bunch more?
Yeah. Really, at this point, it's over.
All because in my base, there's a bunch of Zerglings.
Well, you see, Banelings are... It's kind of like cloaking ghosts.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No. Banelings are not Zerglings.
I disagree. See, look, Banelings.
And Zerglings. You're only supposed to have 1 unit.
I did. Zerglings.
No.
Zerglings morph into Banelings. They're the same...
Banelings cannot switch back to Zerglings, so they're separate units.
Same.
No.
Same.
No.
Same.
No, not even close.
I disagree. I disagree immensely.
And you're wrong, and a dirty cheater.
You're a dirty, dirty liar.
And, down in the lower right, top left, looks like a bit of a base trade.
Right here?
Yeah, well, I guess, yeah.
And I lose this base, but I do eat this entire base here.
You do quite a bit of damage up there, if I remember correctly.
Well, Zerglings uncontested can do a lot of damage, especially with speed upgrades.
And we don't have anything that can take care of them like that.
Other than the Voidrays, which are down here destroying my only base.
Yeah. Huzzah. Killing the larva.
And you notice that, well, wait a minute, Oltum's out of buildings. Why hasn't he lost yet? I happen to have a single spine crawler, and that's why I get to stay in the game a little bit longer.
He's at 300 health. How'd that happen?
It's only if they're buried that they actually take damage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I tried sneaking a hatchery in your base, but sadly you notice it.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping you wouldn't.
No, that's definitely something I would see.
That would have been amazing if you
I
did.
do have trouble getting SCVs to attack properly.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Anyway.
But yeah, I'm not terribly worried about it because I saw somebody...
If these Voidrays weren't here, you know how much damage these would have done?
Yeah.
Oh, you nuke your own base.
Yes.
just to make sure it
I think
happens.
that's like the second or third time I did
I
that.
hope the Voidrays die. Oh!
Yeah, I cancel it, don't I?
No!
I cancel it.
Oh, just in time.
Skill!
That would have been a tad epic, sir.
Oh, if we would have lost because of that?
I would have laughed.
But yeah.
And then eventually I will GG here. He's in my first
I believe
base.
he actually does kill us.
There we go. And
that was definitely a great game. I enjoyed that one.
I definitely regret going Banelings only, though I still feel if I would have attacked a little sooner instead of horsing around and actually scouted the gold base, that I actually could have pulled it off.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that could have changed it.
Well, I'm saying I could have been a little faster with the Banelings, which would have harassed the Stargates, which
would have definitely helped if you noticed my gold base. Too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it left less Voidrays on the field. Your base would have been taken out.
But there's definitely enough going on that I can understand why you had some trouble scouting with that.
Agreed. We were having fun. Well, thanks for tuning in.
And have a good time, everyone.
All right, see ya.